We were not able to pass the energy extenders, the tax extenders, the package of important provisions for our country's economy because of this obstructionism on the other side. And let me tell you why this was so important to me. We only got 4 Republican votes for this package, and I just think it's outrageous when you look at what we're dealing with. You know, this week we are going to be memorializing the tragic fall of the bridge in the middle of Minnesota. And I'm going to speak to that tomorrow and do a fitting tribute along with Senator Coleman to the victims of that bridge collapse and to the first responders who saved so many lives and to the reconstruction work that's gone on thanks to the help of this United States Senate. I live 6 blocks from that bridge, so it means a lot to me. I said the week when that bridge fell down that in America, a bridge just shouldn't fall down in the middle of the Mississippi River, especially not an 8-lane highway, especially not one of the most heavily traveled bridges in the state, especially not at rush hour in the heart of a major metropolitan area. Unfortunately, however, it took that disaster to put the issue of infrastructure funding squarely on the national agenda, and it's long overdue. And that is why I was so disappointed that in this important bill was $8 billion to replenish the Highway Trust Fund of this country, to replenish that fund. 400,000 jobs in this country at stake in that bill that was just voted down by the other side. Look what's happening in this country with our infrastructure. Just take the issue of bridges. Nationwide, bridges are deteriorating far faster than we can repair or replace them. About 78,000 bridges across the nation are structurally deficient. Now, what does structurally deficient mean? Well, when inspectors evaluate a bridge, they examine the bridge's deck, superstructure, and substructure. Each of these components are ranked on a scale of 0 to 9, with 0 being failed and 9 being excellent. If the deck, superstructure, or substructure is given a 4 or less, the bridge is classified as structurally deficient. In June of 2006, the I-35W bridge's superstructure, meaning the physical conditions of all structural members, was rated at a 4. The bridge's deck was rated at a 5, and the substructure, comprised of the piers, the footings, and the other components, was rated as a 6. A bridge is shut down if any of its parts are rated at a 2. Then we have another 80,000 bridges across the nation which are functionally obsolete. Well, what does functionally obsolete mean? That means they don't meet today's design standards, they don't conform to today's safety standards, and they're handling traffic far beyond their design. Fully 1/4 of America's 600,000 bridges have aged so much that their physical condition or ability to withstand current traffic levels is simply inadequate. These bridges require immediate attention. I can tell you since our bridge fell that summer's day on August 1st, we've had a number of bridges shut down, closed down in our state, including one that handled a lot of traffic in St. Cloud, Minnesota. There was one in Winona, Minnesota that's actually on this federal stamp from our state that was temporarily closed down and is going to have to be rebuilt. We're seeing this across the country. We're seeing a need for infrastructure funding, and at a time when our economy is facing such difficult times, I see this as an investment, not only in the long-term viability of our country's transportation system, but also in jobs. And that's why I'm so disappointed that the other side was just willing to turn their backs on 400,000 existing jobs, much less add new ones, by turning down that $8 billion replenishment of the Highway Trust Fund.